true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast. Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the Beast. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. to shining sea.
Wow, hello guys. Thank you for being here. Could you please introduce yourselves?
Yes, my name is Valerie Salcedo, and
I'm Jordan Williams.
Great. What fabulous performances that you just did for us. What were the two songs that you sang for us?
Beauty and the Beast, and the second,
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful. Sorry.
Forgot already. That was so long
Yeah,
ago,
I know.
right? So, was there any inspiration for why you decided to bring those songs in?
Well, Beauty and the Beast, Jordan and I actually have performed together quite a few times for concerts. I actually did a concert in August, and then another one in December for Christmas. So we've done a lot of music together. We've done America the Beautiful together, but we wanted to change it up for today. And when we were talking about rep for today, I said, how about Beauty and the Beast? We haven't done that. And he was so excited about it, and I was too. So I've only done it, with recordings, and he's done it on his own. So, yeah.
Wow. So, Valerie, you are a trained classical singer, right?
Yes.
With opera in there, right?
Yeah.
And Jordan, of course, you're a trained pianist. So, what's the backstory? How'd you kind of fall into those positions?
Well, when I was in kindergarten, my mom forced me to take piano lessons, and I begrudgingly said yes. Took lessons, wanted to quit in the 4th grade, had this little area where I didn't really like playing piano, and then it kind of switched. There was this click between like 6th and 7th grade and 8th grade, around those years where I wanted to keep playing piano. And initially, I wanted to to be a video game designer because I played Nintendo all day when I was a child, the first Nintendo system, all the way up to like the Wii at the time. And after I was in band, my sophomore year, there was this thing that said, I want to do music. Music is fun, it's cool, and all the other things. So I went to Fresno State as a piano performance major, and I got my Bachelor of Arts and my Master of Arts. My master's was also by force. My professor wouldn't let me take a break from my undergrad, so I just kept going, and I'm here today.
And looking back at it now, are you a little appreciative of that?
Oh yes. All the things I'm doing right now, I just attribute it to everything that's happened. My mom saying, no, you can't quit. You have to keep taking lessons. And same thing with my professor. No, you can't take a break. You have to keep going. I mean, you need to explore your potential. He's German.
So now, Valerie, how much of your story matches that?
Mine is quite different. I decided I wanted to do music when I was 12, when I was in a performing arts class in middle school. And there was a defining moment where we had our performance in the gym, and it was like a show choir type of thing. And I just knew, I said, music is going to be something I do the rest of my life. Like, that's it. And at the time, I was in orchestra. I was doing a little bit of piano, but I wanted to do music in some capacity. And so decided that, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to join choir in high school. Thankfully, the vocal instructor at my high school was also a vocal professor at Fresno State. And so she was helping our choir there, and I went up to her one day and I said, I want to go to college and I want to do music. And she was a little skeptical because what a lot of people don't know is that I was never the strong singer. I was never chosen for solos. I wanted to do the musicals, didn't get into those. And so she was a little skeptical, like, are you sure this is something you really want to do? It's hard, you got to work at it. And I said, yeah. And so she really took me under her wing. I literally went to her house and applied for college on her computer. So she showed me how to do that because nobody in my family had gone to college. And so applied, and she we went into her music room, and she said, this is what you're going to have to do for the audition to get into Fresno State. And, got in, and now that I'm in a bigger pool of, you know, performers and people who've taken lessons their whole life, you know, it was difficult to really kind of catch up. And so it wasn't until my junior year of college that my voice really kind of found itself and really started to flourish. I actually started getting roles in the operas and musicals and stuff like that. And so from there, graduating Fresno State, I wanted any and every opportunity to perform, and I decided to go out for the Miss Fresno County pageant, and won in 2011. And, you know, spent an entire year doing 170 performances all over town, and you know, reaching out to different organizations and just being there for them as the national anthem singer.
So I think maybe you guys could speak on just the importance that you have seen with a strong kind of support system, because that's one thing I noticed is common between the two of your stories is, you know, the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the impact that teachers and support has on our lives. You know, great. So the next song we're going to be doing, Jordan, is a solo for you. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
That piano solo is titled All of Me. It's written by John Schmidt, and you might know him from The Piano Guys. And it's just a song that caught my attention because in it, you see me playing with my arms just for like a few measures. And that's kind of why it's called All of Me, because you kind of almost play with all of you and whatnot.
right, welcome back, Jordan. That song was amazing.
Thank you.
Loved it. So, where can people find you guys?
I do have a website, ValerieSalcedo.com. You can find out kind of my updated, events going on, and photos, videos. A lot of people, when I do perform, they do ask for, recordings. So you can find it there. Get a hold of me there. Yeah, my website.
Or Google Miss California, Miss Fresno County.
Google, yeah. If you Google Valerie Salcedo, Miss Fresno County, there'll be stuff that pops up about. Actually, thankfully, a lot of great stuff that that has been covered through various interviews, whether it was at Fresno State or with newspapers, of just not only performances but community service projects that I've done. Yeah.
And Jordan, how about you? Where do we find the magic?
Well, if you want to hear more of me playing, you can find me on YouTube. Oh, yeah. And my username for YouTube is Ultra Lurker 3000. I've had it since high school, and I've never really changed it.
What is it?
Ultra Lurker 3000. I used to play StarCraft when I was in high school, so I'm not much of a gamer. StarCraft was the only thing I played. I am also a music minister at a church here in Selma, the First Christian Church, and usually you can find my info on their website at selmadisciples.com, and you can just send me an email, ask any questions there. It'll all get to me from there. That's usually the easiest way to get to me, and I do have a Facebook. So.
You both do like private bookings and stuff too, right?
Yes, yeah, totally. We actually, Jordan and I have done some weddings together too. So, yeah, book us for your next event.
Okay, so let's get a little more serious.
Okay.
What would you say is probably the best piece of advice you've ever gotten in your life?
Not only from my voice teacher, but I've confided in other performers, longtime performers, older adults who have been in like regional theater or Broadway. The main thing that I take from all of them is never compare yourself to other performers, which is hard to do. I know, Jordan, all musicians, it's really hard to do when you listen to your favorite artist. You try to find out what's their secret. What do people like about them? Like, how can I be like that? And that's hard not to do. I mean, I guess in every profession, that's kind of the same thing where you just can't, because there's already that person that, has that title or that sound. And I've learned that when people come and tell me, your voice is beautiful, or I love your voice, it means a lot to know that it's mine and not me trying to be somebody else. So, yeah.
Thank you. Jordan?
I was going to say something along those lines about that, because when I first came to Fresno State, in high school, people in band would always say, Jordan, you are a beast at the piano, and I'm just like, oh, that's your opinion, I don't think so. And when I walked into the music building and met my colleagues and grad students, and I'm just a freshman, and I hear them play, and I'm just like, wow, they think I'm a beast. I'm actually like a mouse here. So that I was gonna say something like that, but I guess a general thing that most likely everybody gets is, persevere, keep going.
Some things never change. The clouds still bring the rain. The seasons still remain. Some things never change. When all the things we planned are gone, and all that's left are prayers and songs, God, you are the same. never change. Some things never change. Every midnight brings the dawn. Time keeps moving on. Some things never change. When everything we've built are gone, I'll trust what I've claimed all along. God, you are the same. Some things never change. I will lift my eyes unto the hills from where my help is come. I choose to live in faith, not fear. I will lift my eyes unto the hills from where my help is come. I choose to live in faith, not fear. You're before me, you're behind me, right beside me, you will guide me. In darkness you shine brighter than the day. In this emptiness you're leading me back to where I need to be. Lord, you give and take away. Some things never change. Your mercies are still new. The things you said are true. Some things never change. And when everything is said and done, you call me your beloved one. God, you are the same. Some things never change. And when everything is said and done, you call me your beloved one. God, you are the same. If nothing else remains, God, you are the same. Some things never change. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the where the sky meets a sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try.